Hello friends, welcome again back to my channel. So today I'm going to show you the sewing process of making this very beautiful notch collar jacket. So guys, this is my pieces. In my previous video I actually showed you how to draft this entire piece. Super easy guys. I'll be linking it up in the description box in case you've not seen it. Please go ahead and watch it. Super easy and beginners friendly. So these are all the pieces. I've gone ahead to iron the interfacing where it is necessary, because in this case what I'm using is just a facing. Okay, I'm not using a full lining for this. So I'm just using a facing for just the front part and also the neckline. So that's where I have my facing applied to, as you can see right now. So this is the back view. This is what the back view looks like. You can see this right now all the way. Yes, so what I'm going to do now is to go ahead and place the front piece over it. So this is the first process. Now I'll go ahead and join the shoulders. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm using my pin now to hold this all through. So this is the part where I'm going to sew. You can see this is what it's going to look like. Then I'll repeat the same thing for the facing as well. Like I said, it's not a full lining, so I'm just using only the facing for this. Okay, so if you want yours to be a full lining, please feel free to do that. Okay, yes. So now I'm also going ahead to join it. You can see the shoulder as well. So I'll go ahead and sew all this right now. So now after sewing, now you can see I have it exactly in one piece. So now you can see this is what the front looks like, the main piece. So what I'll do now is to go ahead now and join the collar for each piece, because whatever you do for the main piece you also do for the lining, but in my own case is the facing. Okay, yeah. So going ahead to notch the center, which is the curvy part. Okay, the curvy part of this collar. Then I'll go ahead now and join it, but before I do that I have to notch the center. Okay, the center point of my jacket there, you can see I'm matching up the neckline there to get the center. Then I'll do the same thing for the facing as well. So I'm just using my chalk to chalk it down, just to make it to be very visible. You can see me notching the center of the neckline for the the facing as well. You can see that now. Then I will go ahead now and start joining, but before I do that I would like to close up the sides, okay, just to have it in one piece so that I can sew my collar very well. Okay, yeah, just to have it in one piece. I'll go join the sides. Now after joining the sides, as you can see how it looks now, I can now go ahead and start joining the the collar to the neckline. So that notch part, you bring the notch part on the collar as well. So go ahead and match it up together. Just make sure that they are matching up properly, as you can see. Then I'll start sewing from that center point all the way to one end, and of course repeating the same thing to the other end. So I'm just using my pin to hold this down. This is how the sewing process will go. Just take your time. Remember, it's a curvy part. Then now we're not going to stop at the edge. You can see from that starting point off was my main jacket. I'm going to mark 3 inches. So this is where the lapel effect, okay, is going to take place there. So I'm going to stop at that point where I marked 3 inches. Okay, so sewing it up, you can see how it looks now. Opening it up, you can already see how it's turning out. Right now I'll repeat the same thing. I'll start from that center point. I'll keep sewing till I get to 3 inches again from that startup line. Okay, just take your time and do this so that you have a perfect stitch there. You can see me indicating that point. So that is where my sewing is going to stop. Okay, yeah. So once I'm done, you can already see how it's looking even without sewing it yet. You can already see the view now, right? Yeah. So what I do here now, I'm also going to repeat the same thing for the facing as well. Okay, so I'll just go ahead and finish all this up, then I'll show you how it turned out. And guys, you can see I've gone ahead to make the stitch. You can see the pin is out there. I've done that, and I've also done that for the facing as well. So you can see this now. All right, so the next thing I'm going to do now is to go ahead and join it, the facing to the main jacket itself. Okay, so if you're using a lining, you'll be calling this the lining, but mine is just a facing. That's why I'm calling it facing. So I'll go ahead and sew. All you need to do is just to follow the shape of your collar. Just follow the exact same shape. You can see the way I'm demonstrating this. Then after that, you go to the other side. Just sew the top of the collar, and of course follow the shape all the way straight down. Once you make sure you align it very well, doing the sewing will be very easy. Okay, trust me on that. So I'll go finish this up. So once I was done, you can see the threading, you can see the sewing already, right? So the next thing I'll do now is to notch all the necessary parts, especially those curvy parts. Just take your time and notch it all the way. Okay, and also take off some rough edges there. So after that, I'll be turning it all to the right side. So I'll be using my scissors to poke up that collar edge just to make sure the edge pops out very well. Okay, just be careful so that you don't make it have a hole there. So once that is done, you can already see how this is looking. So what I'll do now is to go and give this a very good press. But in doing that, I'll also be making use of what my hemming gum. So this hemming gun is going to help me put this in place. Okay, remember this is a facing, not a full lining. So even with a full line, you just have to use a hemming gun to do that. And so here it is, guys. So in order to do that, I had to loosen the sides I've already joined before, just to have a very big space to work with, so that I can iron this very, very well. Okay, very, very important to do that. So after that, now the next thing is to attach my sleeve. So I'll just go ahead and fix my sleeve on both sides. Then once that is done, then I can now join the sides back again. Just take it from the sleeve all the way down to the end of the jacket, and of course hem the lowest part. And guys, believe it or not, this outfit is done. The next thing now to do is to iron this properly to bring out that lapel effect, to make it slip properly. Then go ahead and fixing your buttons. Okay, depending on how many buttons you want to fix, totally depends on what you want. But me, I didn't fix a button. I just felt like wanted it that way. Okay, open that way. So I didn't fix any button for mine, so I left it like that. And guys, this is it, guys. So beautiful. You can see the outcome. So that's it, guys, on how to make this very beautiful piece. Thank you so much for joining me. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done that, and also remember to on your notification bell so you always get notified every time I upload my weekly videos on this channel. So see you on the next one, guys. Bye.